Hi, it's Hollowmaster, and we're back with another part of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last part was pretty eventful, I would say. So, we recruited davrin, thank God. I was desperately in need of a warrior. And then, some things happened after we recruited davrin, and we ended up going to Treviso to meet Lucanus and Taya and help Treviso from the dragon attack. So, now we need to talk to Bellara and Harding, because after all of that and Nev left rightfully angry, we talked to Solus, and as irritating as that always is, he did have a good point that we need a dragon hunter and a fade expert if we're gonna beat these assholes.
Bellara, what's your lead on getting us a fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook, so we need a fate expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Enough that we need help. Medium darksome, or it's bad. He's just gonna say medium darksome.
About 6?
I think we're past 6.
Bellara's
Never heard us
correspondent
just say
is
6.
Professor Emmerich Volkarin,
She would
a fade
smack the
expert
6
and
out of our
powerful
mouth.
psychogog.
You will need
Her whole city's in ruin, and we're like,
Where can I find him?
we're like
The
a
professor
6.
is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
It's gonna be so hard to play this and not romance Emmerich. I'm actively gonna have to, like, restrain myself. But we are romancing Lucanus. We're doing it. I committed to it. Also already have fully romanced Emmerich on one playthrough and am romancing him again on a Mournwatch Rook playthrough.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
So what's going on in Ravane?
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
Alright, guess we'll be ready.
I appreciate the help.
Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
I don't know.
Time to find out
I
if the
feel like
crossroads can
in
get
a
us to
world
an
where
Illuvian in that
dragons
area.
exist plentifully,
We'll
there's
head out whenever you're
probably
ready.
a decent amount of dragon hunters. I would think. Woo! I don't know if I've ever done that. Anyways. So, can't decide. I think we're gonna go get Emmerich first, because I feel like the last couple times I went and got Tosh ended up being under-leveled somehow, or just maybe I was just sucking. I don't know. But we're gonna go get Emmerich first and try and level a bit more. Do I need to upgrade this? No. Okay. So let's go to the Necropolis. I'm psyched. And then yeah, let's bring Bellara, since she's the one that's like introducing us. I think it makes the most sense. And because she's gonna be geek, because he's like a highly revered professor and she's been geeking about him already, so like I probably won't bring Harding to get Tosh, even though Harding is the contact. Bellara's just excited. She's meeting this nerd, and she's hyped.
But no sign of the professor.
peace here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich
He's so
Veilguard
stupid.
of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Bellara, my dear girl. What a pleasure.
He's so
Surely
handsome.
You didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually...
And the
we
music.
did. You see,
This little
we need a fade expert.
little jingle, the Morn Watch music, is
Rook.
one of my favorite songs in the
Charmed.
game, by a lot. Which I guess isn't saying much because I don't like the soundtrack very much. It's just like not the most memorable in my opinion. But I do really like the fun little, silly little Morn Watch like Necropolis tunes. How nice and cordial, neat skull helmet, or are you dead or not? How nice and cordial.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
He's so charming.
I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Sure, wouldn't mind.
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the Necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
I sure don't mind, Emmerich. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay. No, we're romancing Lucanus. We're romancing Lucanus. I swear. I promise.
Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the
I
bell.
forgot. Oops. Whoa.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded
No.
halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Let's see if I remember how to play this game. I've been feeling wrath lately. Again, what's new?
Where'd everyone go?
But I also, even though I haven't played on her in a really long time, like since the game came out, because I beat it like pretty quick after it released, I still find myself wanting to like aim my bow as if I'm playing on my rogue. Woo!
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the
Well,
way, Professor.
this doesn't look good. Where's my... There it is. I was like, where my potion? Oh, doing some little magic. Let's get some loot. What was I gonna say? Oh, I started, obviously, this playthrough blind, but then I was having some issues with lag when I was recording, and I was like, I just need to finish this game before I get spoiled. So then I, like, played the game. I finished it pretty quick. And now here we are.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Where? Oh, here.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these.
The...
What does that mean?
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Sometimes the wicked dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Oh. After we get Emmerich, we'll probably do some more side quests here before we go get Tosh. One to level, and two, because otherwise it just becomes a little like monotonous almost, where we end up with like, it's either like no story quests and all side quests, or it's all story quests and no side quests. So I like to kind of try and like
Need some help?
divvy it up a little bit if I can. So we're not gonna get Nev back for a while, unfortunately, because you have to finish the Veilguard or like recruit Emmerich and Tosh both before
We'll need a wisp to unseal
she
the
comes
doors
back.
leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
which is not
Okay.
the worst, because I am not obviously going to be bringing her with since I'm playing as a mage. But it is something to keep in mind.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Emmerich's like recruiting quest, really all of Emmerich's storyline feels the most like complete to me, but his like
Doors
recruitment
open. Where to now?
quest is so
This
fun.
should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Whereas some of them feel a little more just like, okay, we walked and we fought some guys. Didn't really feel like we have much of a point in some of them. Lucanus's recruitment quest also, obviously, solid.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
Bellara's
We already
was
have Bellara,
nothing.
and it's just Emmerich. Please.
Great,
Like
Professor.
they were like, you need
I
to go
assume
find
your
this
visit
missing
has to
veil
do with
jumper,
recent
and we were like,
upheavals we
okay,
sensed in the
and we
faith?
turned around and she was
Just a
there.
little.
I assume it's supposed to be because, you know, like Arlathan is just weird and the magic there is kind of weird, so that's why, but I feel like it wasn't really explained well enough, and it kind of just felt like, okay, we found her and now we're done. Hello? I know they're hitting us from range, Bellara. I should have brought davrin. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I know why I didn't, but triple mage party is tough. I did not think of that.
They're attacking from afar.
I know they're attacking from afar. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jeez, I don't remember there being so many of them in this fight. I think I'm on an easier difficulty this time than on my other. Okay. Oh my god. There's still another dude? Please. Get a grip.
Ready to go.
Okay.
Nicely
How was
done.
that? Anyways. Now we gotta come over here, get some more Blue. I don't even know what those flawless crystals are for. Sell them? I don't remember. I'm gonna go over here and get a potion since I'm low a little. And then we'll obviously explore the Necropolis more.
Magic.
So if it seems like I'm kind of just flying through it.
Despair spirits.
We'll be back.
Misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Man, this is my favorite hall to play a rogue in, though, when this part, like, after you come back after this, because there's just so many enemies that are, like, slowly walking up, and you can just...
I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall
It's very
call
nice.
for aid.
Are you calling? Hey.
Need a...
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
I know. I'm getting the wisp.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
Yeah, because he's nice.
Our ever loyal friends amongst the dead.
Playing this as Mornwatch is so good. Because you're just like, yeah, I got this. Okay. Need 2 more. Yoink.
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethan.
I should like to meet some one day.
Don't
I
you
don't
worry,
know,
buddy.
Professor, your
We'll be back to
wisps seem
Arlethan
less,
too.
Dangerous.
Although, as much as it pains me to say, I don't know how much Emmerich will be in our party since I am a mage, because double mage is really brutal.
Let's return to the door.
Maybe I just need to get good, but Dragon Age was really built for having one of each in your party, or else you'll suffer.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
Will we now?
Despair is far more pervasive than I thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
We're
You
trying.
think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Oh,
I see.
forgot about this part.
We've come. They're firing at us.
Get out of there. Get out of the...
Here we go.
Get away from me. Get out of my fucking face.
Solid blow.
No. These guys are, they barely even count. They're just little critters. Sorry, is that insensitive to say, Emma? Since they're like undead. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I know we're being fired upon. Would love it if you guys would attack them. Thanks. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay. So we'll go through these big old fancy doors. And that where? Yeah. So we're trying to go
How do we
up,
get
I
rid of all
think.
these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell
Yeah.
you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them. but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Oops, wrong way. Wrong way. We do it a long way around. The Necropolis is so cool. I wish, and this just is an overarching wish for the whole game. I wish there was more lore about just the world.
Spent some time in Arthur.
The old elven forest? You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Must I? You ain't gotta ask me twice. Okay. Any more? Yeah. Get that. Or not. Or jump over that. Sure. I'm sure I'll need that for pure ore one day. Oh.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
Why is this where we'll
But
learn
how?
that?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the Necropolis. Would you
I'm
mind
trying.
lighting those braziers, Rook?
Sure. Oh, I thought I was gonna have him do it and like as one of those skills. No, I just literally have to light it with my hands.
What's it do exactly?
Rook's like, I'm not used to doing all this.
Drive away despair.
Work.
Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Oh,
Well, that's convenient.
that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the Necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
That would be useful in Arlethan. There's a lot of
Approach the
spirits and
body
demons.
and we'll begin.
Arlethan. Okay. Maybe I should have saved
By
first.
seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here?
Shocked and scandalized. The Venatori are
Venatori.
so annoying.
Of course. This way, please.
I like that he's just like, ugh,
What did you just
obviously.
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the Necropolis without it.
I don't either. They just have to interpret stuff. Hello? Oh. There wisp I was supposed to... Oh. Too quick. Left too quick. My bad. Everyone's just standing around like... Our new boss is a moron.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves.
I think I hear someone. You don't think they're gonna hear the ancient creaking like wrought iron fence opening?
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Hey. Hey. Hey now. Oh my god. Oh, hello? Please? Oh shit.
At the ready.
Okay. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to play Guild Wars 2 right now, and that's what I'm gonna do after I'm finished recording this. And I was thinking, because I'm gonna try and start streaming soonish, like in the spring, not like, probably late spring too, because we have some DICE events going on in like March, but I've been wanting to play Guild Wars, and I'm like, maybe I'll stream Guild Wars sometimes too, because it's just like such a chill MMO, but at least I don't feel like it's boring. Hey. So look forward to that, because I'm sure once I figure out how to stream and like record, or at least save my VODs at the same time, that I will definitely be uploading them here. I don't think I want like a separate VOD channel. I think that's, I mean, it makes sense for like content creators whose like job it is to have multiple channels and things. It would make sense for their algorithms, but I'm just chilling, so I think I'll probably just upload them here. Probably have a playlist, but oh my god, I hate the shield guys. Get away from me, please. Jesus. Anyways, yeah, no thanks to you guys. Ugh.
What are the Venatori after?
What are the Venatori always after?
Magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new master.
I'll fill you in on them later.
I didn't mean to do that. I thought it connected. I didn't think that was just the abyss into nothingness. My bad. Do you think everyone else on the team is ever just watching Rook and is just like, why is the fate of the world up to them? Why couldn't it have been literally anybody else? Ugh. Ah, I forgot to play. I was like, okay, do the little animation. You suck. Did I just fall off again? No, I didn't. Okay. Now, that was uncalled for. Hey. Sorry, I had to lock in for a second because I was not doing well. Anyways, this has been a little all over the place in terms of my commentary today, but that's fine. We all have those days. Please. Thank you. Please use that one, thanks. I need to get him some new abilities. I don't like his abilities right now. Like, they're fine. I need to remember what build I was even going for on him, because I have no idea at this point. I took a little bit too long of a break during, like, the holidays, and now I'm like, what class am I? What year is it? Okay, there's person.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here.
They said
I also hate that Rook
I'd
doesn't
spilled the
kneel
wine too many times,
when there's people on the ground that
I'd
he's
be better
talking to.
sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
They couldn't have given him a name.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The
Yeah, the
Watchers will
Venatori
shelter him.
suck, brother.
We'll inquire if he
What
has
do
any
you
family
mean?
in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
I gotta remember to get this chest while we're up here. There's one in the back. I didn't get it the very first time I did, so when I was going through to like 100% the maps, could not find this chest for the life of me.
The
Had to
Sunken
come
Star can help us if we break the
way far
Venatori's
away
chains.
to get it again. Okay. Let's go break these damn chains. And see what we're going with.
There's one chain.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
It was already, I did that one. Okay.
Kill them all, but save. Got it.
Yikes. That's a bad day for them, I think. Although, you know, they are mages, so maybe it's just another Tuesday. I think they probably, you know, aren't coming back to work tomorrow, but that's okay. Oh, I should have saved it on them. I forgot there were 2 shield guys on this one. Bellara's auto heal is great. I don't know if I have that on her yet. I assume that's what she just did to me. Great ability. Always recommend if you missed it somehow. Because to be fair, the first time I played, whoa, like I was putting all my heals into Harding. And so I never really like thought of Bellara as a healer for some reason. I just didn't even look at like what her abilities could do. I was missing out. It's like a free heal. How was that out of range? He was 3 inches in front of me. There's just no way to get around the shield guys, it feels like. Like, their like window for where they can be hit is so small. It's the worst. Hey, get away from me. How about that? Hey. Like, it's just, they're so annoying for no reason. I feel like he's gotten down to half health like 3 times. And then, of course, I never have enough mana when I need to. I'm trying. Like, what? How? Like, what's going on? Am I getting too far away? Because that was the first time I've left. Why is... I don't understand. You know what? Was he healing from that stupid crystal? I'm gonna lose my mind. not enough mana. Yeah.
That's the last chain.
We must return
Fuck
to the lower level to
you.
ring the bell.
Anyways, I think there's a chest. Yeah, over here. I missed that the first time because I just wasn't looking. So now I don't have to come back, so that's nice. Whee! Okay, ring the bell, Emmerich.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
I want my rook to have a t-shirt that's like, I hate Venatori, and on top, shield bearers. Let's get some potions. Go grab another.
There's the Venatori.
More blood.
More blood for your mom. Hey, leave me alone, please. Whoa. How are you allowed to hit me when I'm in the middle of doing my freaking ultimate thing?
We must fight
That's
and-
bull.
Venatori brought demons.
Well, yeah, I'm shocked. The sky is blue. Hey. Get away from me. Hey, I swear, sometimes when I take the potion, I don't take the potion. Thank you. It's about time. Where is anyone else that's in the Morn Watch at all during this also? This is like the main room. Everyone's just like, we're on lunch. Bellara, girl, love you. There's been ranged incoming. I know, I'm aware. I got it. Now. Oh, nice, Bellara. I was like, what did he just say? I couldn't make out any words at all. Ugh. Rage demons are so annoying. I got it, I got it, I got it. Get out of here. Get out of my face. How about that?
The Grand Necropolis shows itself.
Bye-bye. Go back to hell.
Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists
We're level
didn't
19
leave
now.
anything dangerous behind.
Wait.
I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Thank God. Okay. Let's see his...
This is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
All right. But yeah, anyways, his like recruitment quest, it feels very like consistent and like full and finished. It doesn't feel like we're kind of just like wandering aimlessly. It doesn't feel too rushed. It doesn't feel too long. It definitely gets closer to feeling a little drawn out, but it does make sense because the Necropolis is so winding and confusing. But I like it a lot. I like Davrin's recruitment quest a lot too. I know we just did it, but that also feels like it sets up a good story. Okay, that's good enough for. We're gonna be back.
When you'd like to return to the chambers above.
I would like to do so immediately.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Yeah, we haven't even told him why we need his help, and he's just coming with us. He's just like, I got nothing better to do.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
Oh, Nyric.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
That's my son right there. My stepson. That's my
No one
stepson.
ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
He just
My
did.
assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
Hate when they say things I don't want them to.
of danger to the Fade. The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight, and they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many watchers never depart Navarra. But
Which
with
is
events
crazy.
so dire,
I'd be delighted to assist.
He's like, I want an adventure. Stretch my legs.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Just keep the necromancy safe. Glad to have you in a fight, or promise you'll bring Manfred. We'll just say glad to have you in a fight.
You're good in a fight. We went through a lot of demons.
I've faced worse in the Necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful.
He's
I'll
so
gather my
charming and
things.
nice.
Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
What was all that about? We'll never know. No, we'll probably know in like several episodes. Or now, if you've played it. Okay, we got some Warnwatch strength. Our bond with Emmerich increased. Our bond with Bellara increased. Let's check the map. So we need to talk to Emmerich, Harding, and Davrin. But I think I could probably do that first. So let's go talk with Emmerich. I think he's... Is this when he's gonna immediately ask us to go back to the Necropolis? I don't remember. We're about to find out. Look at his room on the way in.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to.
Oh, what was that camera
Rook,
shake there?
You probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
We don't have to have just a one-on-one
Just a
this
few
time.
essentials. Manfred was a great help with
I'm
the boxes.
romancing Lucanus. I'm romancing Lucanus.
What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
It's pretty cool. Better with an expert mage. It's fine. Beautiful, surprisingly comfy. It's better with more people. Or you should see Arlethan. Probably you should see Arlethan.
I should
Arlethan's
take you
crazy.
to some of the weirder places I've discovered with the Veil Jumpers.
Would you? Bellara's tales of Arlethan have been astonishing.
I'll bet. The wonders she could show you.
Oh, Bellara's been very welcoming, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Nah, well, maybe a little. Everyone's just new, or we've seen weirder. Everyone's just new
We're still getting
and
used
rude.
to one another.
True. And yet,
He stands
Give
so
it
fruity,
time.
he's like,
We'll settle in.
stupid.
please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
See, I was very brave, and I didn't even flirt with him not one time. Lucanus doesn't want to talk to me, though. Oh, he wants to talk again?
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgarth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They
Sure.
also mentioned displaced wisps in the Necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the Necropolis whenever you're ready.
Not right this second. But probably soon. Okay. What did I say? Harding and Davrin? Oh yeah, because to be fair, I don't know if we've talked to Davrin yet. I can't remember if we did in the last part. If we haven't, then we haven't talked to him since we recruited him. My bad. We'll talk to Harding first because she's closer, and then we'll go talk to Davrin. Harding.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
Inquisition mention?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master.
I want to
Or she would
replay
be
Inquisition.
if there was still an Inquisition.
So good.
I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
Inquisition's presence.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's because we're
That's intentional.
we're pretty obscure.
When the breach was open,
You don't know
we
5
needed
of our
a
songs,
large group
probably.
to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
She's helping the
Charter entrusted the
Inquisitor.
search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
Okay, ordinary people?
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and
Probably.
cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
It wasn't small.
You help people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes.
You were literally...
I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector?
Harding, you
Faulkner?
were the important
Liliana gave
business.
all her
You were
agents pseudonyms.
at all of the
Right,
camps we
like
went to, every
Charter.
new area we went to.
Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
And the inner circle?
But you did know people from the Inquisitors.
He's
inner
like,
circle,
I'm
didn't you?
nosy.
I knew
Fill me
them,
in on these
sure, but
historical heroes.
those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun,
True.
if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The Spirit Boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. we'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Poor Cole. He didn't get it. What? What's that?
I have so many questions.
Believe me, I did too.
Cole didn't elaborate.
That wasn't really his
I
thing.
think I prefer the mystery. Don't you?
Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Aha, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
I don't know about that.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
What about the advisors? Give me
And
all the
Inquisitor's
deets.
advisors, what about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite.
That makes sense.
She's lovely.
She is lovely.
She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeau every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too.
Cullen was who I
Maybe it
romanced
reminded
the
him of
very
home.
first time I played
What about
Inquisition.
Liliana? I heard she's
He has a special place in my heart, but
intense.
Dorian.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's
My
not nearly as
spouse.
terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
Like,
She loved
some
them.
of the writing
and
is just
made
a little
hobby of
silly.
breeding them as
A
pets.
nug, a common animal that
take the nug?
exists in our world.
No.
You mean describes
what am
it?
I gonna do with a
I feel like if
nug?
someone was like, "Hey, do you want a cat?" and I was like, "A cat? A small four-legged thing with fur?" Like, why did we need to specify that? He knows what a nug
you
is.
miss it?
He
The
lives there.
Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to
I
miss an
miss the
organization.
Inquisition,
They're only as good as their people, don't you think?
but we were good. We
But
were
I
the
do
best,
miss my friends.
the greatest
We write each other, but
of all time.
it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse.
It was
just
better. It is better.
Different.
It's different
special
too,
when you're among
but
people
better.
working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What
He's
did you
a
really
bitch.
think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely.
If only he had
It's hard not
friends
to
and
be when you
trusted
hold
allies
yourself
he could
above
rely on in
everyone
times
else.
of loneliness. I feel sorry for him. He's a jerk or he has a crusade. Ugh. I'm gonna say I feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him in the way that he's an idiot and that he refuses to see past his own, like, self-righteousness and, like, his own guilt, but still pride because he refuses to let anyone else attempt to even fix the problem, which at this point, not much to fix, right? I'm gonna say that one though. It's fine.
As smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
True.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. If you help him. Anyway,
Maybe.
I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past.
Well,
I should let you go.
yeah, you should have told
Talk
me more
later?
about Dorian. So, thanks. Or about the Inquisitor. No, not really. That would have sucked. I already am like, I guess my Inquisitor is helping the cause, but I really feel like him and Dorian are just hanging out in
You hungry?
Minrathis.
I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
No,
Trouble
he's just a
settling
little
in?
boy.
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the Griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
He's
I
hungry.
meant Assan.
Oh, I guess we're both adjusting.
Where does Assan come from?
Then where did Assan and the others come from?
Way I heard it, someone found a journal a few years back that mentioned a secret clutch of eggs. They'd been hidden for centuries, protected by a ward. Started hatching, and out came 13 talkative griffins. Now, down to just one.
What's the Griffin's history?
What's the history between
with
Grey Wardens and
the
Griffins?
Grey Wardens?
Back in the day, Grey Wardens raised them as aerial cavalry. When a blight got going, Wardens rode them into battle. Eventually, war took its toll. They died out.
He's welcome here. He's had it rough, or make sure he behaves. Probably he's had it rough.
Even for a Griffin, it has to be hard losing your brothers and sisters.
They're
a
not
talkative bunch. Always
lost
squawking
forever.
at each
We will
other.
get them back.
Maybe it means something?
Maybe it means
Lancet
something,
and Remy would
you
know what
dork.
to do.
Obviously it
They
does.
said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum. Sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
We'll find him.
Don't worry. You and I have a deal. We'll find them.
Appreciate that. Though it sounds like you've got your hands full around here.
Just a tad.
I'm a man of many talents.
Elgernon and Gillinane. Hard to believe.
You're telling
Our
me.
very own elven gods are ending the world.
That'll endear us to the rest of Thedas. But I have to say,
You
killing
know,
a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
it scares me. It isn't so bad, or it's us or them. Probably it's us or them. We gotta do
Every
it.
life in Thedas depends on it.
Fair enough. Always good to know where the boss stands.
Pretty much the world not ending.
I can get behind that. What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
He's so hungry. He doesn't want
Maybe you need a
yams.
new menu.
All right. So, I think that's where we're going to call this part. That was pretty productive. We got Emmerich, and we talked to a bunch of people. So now, next time, I think we're going to go do some side quests before we go get Tosh and continue the story. So, yeah, probably have more Wrath coming next. I think I'm going to try and stick to alternating. So, I got a little off kilter, but ideally Wrath will be on Wednesdays and Dragon Age on Saturdays. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.